We're learning right now.
Yeah, the
Welcome to Zack's learning class.
Learning. The Magic Skull Bus.
Magic Skull Bus, I like that. So I'm back with, who are you?
I'm Zack Thompson.
Oh man, you're the spiral guy, right?
I'm the spiral hipster.
And what do you have today for us?
Today I've got a very spooky profile for you.
What, for Halloween?
Yeah.
Ooh, whoa. Skull servants! Wait, let me focus. It's focusing, good, great, awesome.
Also known as One Punch Man the deck.
One Punch Man? What does this deck do?
So this deck is just bad Crusadia. It's just, or bad Fluffle. It's just OTK, that's all you want to do.
Okay, and then what are the strengths? And what are the weaknesses?
Well, the strengths of the deck is that it doesn't really lose to stuff that, like, put it this way. If you get through with one attack of this guy, it's game.
It's game, that's it?
But the weakness of the deck is that any hand trap, any interruption, any negate, you're dead. And you also have to go second. This deck can't really put out any negates going first. Okay. Like, even with Summon Sorceress and all the weird shenanigans that you can do with that, like, the best you can really hope for is, like, putting out the FA Synchro to negate a spell or trap.
Oh, that's it?
But yeah, so, like, because like, these guys don't do anything by themselves. They just kill you.
They just pump up one giant dude and go BAM!
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, play One Punch Man in the intro of this.
One Punch Man? One Punch!
One Punch!
Okay, great.
Alright, so let's get into the profile.
Awesome.
So, hilarious. 3 Big Daddy.
The Big Daddy? Okay.
Yeah, so he gets 1,000 attack for every Skull Servant in your graveyard, or King of the Skull Servants. Okay. And the thing is, all of the other main deck monsters, they all count as Skull Servants in the grave. So everything that has White in the name, WIGHT, those all count as Skull Servants.
Okay.
So yeah, 3 of this guy. 3 of the OG Skull Servant.
For the normal guy too?
Yep.
And what is this for?
It's literally just to have the names. And also, I'll get to it in just a second, but you dump this guy with one of your monster effects.
Okay.
So yeah, you just want to put him in the grave. They're also all dark zombies, so you play Allure just to dig into your deck faster.
Oh, wow, okay.
3 of the Lady in White.
Oh.
This one's actually really important. Back in like old school Yu-Gi-Oh, when I was playing this, you'd summon this, and it makes all of your level 3 or lower zombies, except for herself, unaffected by spells and traps and can't be destroyed by battle.
What?
So, if you're scared of back row, you can just put this on the field and then punch with the king, and then back row deck's like, what are they gonna do? He's unaffected.
Yeah. OTK time.
OTK! And also, she's level 3, so that's really important. I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
3 WIGHTMARE. This one is like DDR. You discard it, and then it either puts a Skull Servant back in your grave, or it special summons a Lady in White or King of the Skull Servants from your banished pile.
Oh.
So this is how you keep generating advantage, and he himself counts as a Skull Servant in the grave, so every time you discard him, he's another 1,000 attack for the king. And another thing to keep in mind, none of these cards are once per turn. None of them.
Oh, they're not. So
None of them.
Keep on using it.
You can keep on using them.
That's recycling.
Brother, may I have some loops?
Let's go.
3 White Prince. This one came out in Duelist Alliance. Shout outs to best set ever.
Best set. I love that set.
Best set because of this guy. Every time he's sent to the graveyard, he sends a Lady in White and a Skull Servant from your hand and or deck.
Oh wow.
And he can be sent from anywhere. He can be sent from the deck, sent from the hand, sent from the field. It doesn't matter. Just throw him in the graveyard as fast as you can. And he also has another effect. You banish him and 2 other Skull Servants in your graveyard, and then it summons a king directly from the deck. So it'll be 3,000 attack down, but it's a free king. And you just keep looping it and make his attack bigger.
Okay.
This one is actually probably the best one.
Whoa.
So this one came out in Raging Tempest. Shout out to second best set ever.
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
So this is the only light, unfortunately, but it's a level 3. On normal or special summon, it sends a white prince, and that triggers the prince. So basically, you summon this, and it sends 3 Skull Servants for free.
What?
And it's on normal or special summon, and is not once per turn. And then it's also a hand trap. People don't realize this. You can,
trap?
yeah, you can send it from the hand or the field to the graveyard, and everything on the field loses attack and defense equal to its own level times 300. So, King of the Skull Servants is level 1, so he loses 700, but because this is a Skull Servant in the grave, he gains 1,000.
What?
So he's going to gain 700, and everything else on the field is going to lose attack.
This is nuts.
So you just put everything else down to 0. Unfortunately, Link monsters don't care about it, but basically, also you can activate in damage step because it modifies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, not once per turn on any of the effects.
Not once per turn.
It's ridiculous. So that's it for all the skull monsters.
Okay.
You got to run 3 of all of them. Hand traps.
Ash.
I mean, it's Ash.
You have to run it.
It's also a level 3 zombie. So
yeah, it is.
you can revive it with Mizuki, and you can make some synchros with it. So it has multiple applications in this deck. This is the only deck that is actually like more than just a hand trap.
Fancy.
By that same logic, Ghost Reaper.
Zombie.
I don't actually think this is very good in this format right now because like Thunder Dragons, like they're just gonna shuffle it back. But this is a dark level 3 zombie tuner. So like you can use this in like invoke matchups. You can get rid of Mechaba, and then again you can just revive it back off of the Mizuki, and then make synchro plays or link material. So yeah, 2 of those. You can run 3 if you want it. I don't really care.
Utility.
Yeah, utility.
Utility. Big brain.
Spiral utility right here.
Yeah.
The big brain thonks. So other best card in the deck, UNI-ZOMBIE.
UNI-ZOMBIE.
Again, when I say this card or this deck dies to a single interruption, like you Ash Blossom this, I'm dead. Get out of here. No
way.
But basically, if you open with him and Mizuki or White Princess, then it just creates some dumb shenanigans with loops. And it also makes synchros, so that's also relevant. But basically, you just want to use them for the foolish effect.
Send those little dudes in the grave.
Speaking of your targets, 3 Mizukis, all different rarities, because when I first put the deck together, I thought it was cool to have different rarities. That's how much of a scrub I was.
I think you're mad cool still. Super cool.
But at least I did get one of the premium pack secrets, so like, I wasn't too stupid.
You're okay brain.
Okay brain.
Okay brain, not too big.
100 IQ. So yeah, 3 of those because one more card that's not once per turn.
Yeah.
Another normal summon that just dumps another zombie.
GOZUKI!
GOZUKI!
Okay.
Yeah, he's a hard once per turn on both of his effects, but
Also,
the other...
this is once per turn.
Yeah.
That's only
The
one of.
the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's also different than the UNI-ZOMBIE. Sorry, brain fart there. He's different than UNI-ZOMBIE because UNI-ZOMBIE says you can only attack with zombies for the rest of the turn if you use the dump effect.
Yeah.
This one doesn't care about that.
Okay.
And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish a zombie to special a zombie from your hand, and that comes up sometimes.
Yep.
So yeah. I'm honestly not sure about this one, but so Goblin Zombie, another one of. You don't have to play it; it's not necessary for the combos or anything. But anytime it's sent to the graveyard from the field, mandatory effect, you have to add a zombie with 1,200 or less defense.
Yep.
So you can special it off of Summon Sorceress. It's okay. Like not the best. Now onto the spells. Best card in the deck.
Where art thou? What does this card do?
Where art thou? So if you control a level 1 monster, you get to add any level 1 monster. And then if you don't normal summon that name, you take 2,000 in the end phase. But we don't care about that because we're killing you this turn.
OTK
We are
time!
punching you in the face with the King of the Skull Servants. But yeah, so your main target for this is usually WIGHTMARE, the guy that revives back from Banish Pile. So yeah, you just search him with this. And it's really good. And it also has synergy with Allure of Dankness.
Or dankness.
The dankest card. So you're playing a bunch of dark zombies. So what you do is you draw 2, so it digs deeper in your deck, and then you banish a king or like a white lady in white, and then you use the guy I was talking about, WIGHTMARE. You special summon them back. So it's just like a free +1.
It never ends.
Never ends. It's so janky though. And then my spice for the deck.
Big brain.
Big brain. 500 IQ.
What the heck is this?
Slash draw, my friends.
What does this do?
So you have to discard 1 card to activate it, and then you, however many cards your opponent controls, you mill that many cards, and after that you draw a card. And if the card you drew is this, you send it to the graveyard, and then it Regekis the entire field, spells, traps, and monsters. And then for every card that's destroyed and sent to the graveyard by that effect, your opponent takes 2,000.
What?
So this is an auto-win button if it
That's
resolves.
so good.
But honestly, you don't even care about that effect. Like, if you happen to hit the slash draw, which I have done before, I once slash drawed for 7, which is 14,000 damage.
Oh my god.
So stupid.
One card win.
One card win. But the real reason that this is pretty good is because all your monsters want to be in the graveyard, so you discard. And then if what you hit by drawing is not slash draw, then you get to keep it, and on resolution, you shuffle back the number of cards that you milled. And it doesn't care what they are. It could be spells, traps. Remember how I said none of them are once per turn? You can shuffle back like a white prince and then send it again to just trigger it over and over again. So yeah, it's got added utility.
That card is too good.
Too good, and
Too
it's only good going second because your opponent has to control cards.
Okay.
But that's the whole point of this deck is to just kill in one turn. So why not?
That's it.
And because this deck dies to a single interruption, 2 Call by the Grave.
All by the grave.
So sad this went to 2. All my combo decks, yeah, so spooky.
Spooky. Call by the grave and skull servants.
Please don't banish my skulls though.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Some more spice. Instant fusion. Basically, you're just making the sea monster.
Oh,
Best card of 2017 according to Konami.
Best card, number 1 card. Invest.
I mean, when Needle Fiber comes out, we'll talk again.
Okay.
But yeah, this guy is your target most of the time. It's a level 5 zombie tuner. Helps you make the zombie link, the suck.
The sucking guy?
Yeah.
Oh, vampire sucker.
Yeah.
Ah.
So yeah, it's just free link material, and it also can make synchros. So that's pretty good. Like this and the White Princess makes any level 8 synchros. You can make Omega, you can make Scarlight, you can make the Shiranui synchro, which gets a bunch of attack.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's just a decent extender.
Nice.
And then, honestly, I should have 3 of these, but I just only have 2 on me right now. So just pretend there's a 3rd one there. I know, so jank.
Pretend. I pretend. Okay, good.
Pretend. We're pretending that zombies are real. So yeah, 3 of this. Again, you want to discard all of your guys. Like, opening with this and Mizuki is just free. And Altergeist is like your worst nightmare. So hard. So you just blow up their back row, discard your cards, and if you discard White Prince, it dumps 2 more skulls.
Oh.
So it's like pretty good. And then Monster Reborn. Because, yeah, just another way to get your monsters back from the graveyard. If you make Vampire Sucker and then Monster Reborn, you get back your White Princess, and then you dump 3 skulls, and you also draw a card for Vampire Sucker.
Oh, wow.
So it helps you maintain a little bit of card advantage, but basically this is just to help OTK. Everything is OTK.
OTK, that's it.
And then because you have a bunch of level 1s, 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
You discard, that's great. You get a level 1 out, usually like White Prince, because then you link it off for Linkuriboh and then dump 2 skulls. It's just so dumb. And that's pretty much it for the main board.
How many cards?
I honestly don't even know.
Okay, great.
Somewhere between 40 and 50.
Great.
Spooky.
Ooh.
So, onto the extra deck. And again, this is super jank. I'm pretty sure this is more than 15 cards.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to think of this as like, this is the extra deck. Think of this as like, these are all cards you can put in the extra
We're
deck.
learning right now.
Yeah, the
Welcome to Zack's learning class.
Learning. The Magic Skull Bus.
Magic Skull Bus, I like that.
So the only cards that really matter in the extra are Linkuriboh, because you run a bunch of level 1s.
Okay.
And if you have to like hard normal summon White Prince, you link into this and then you dump 3 skulls and then you can banish them to special summon King.
Okay.
That's the only thing that really matters about that. And if for some reason like you can tribute the level 1 on field to bring him back from the graveyard to trigger the effects again, like that comes up sometimes.
Okay.
So yeah, 1 Linky Boy. 1 Underclock Taker. This combo is so well with King of the Skull Servants. If you put him here and you beef him up to 8,000 attack, Underclock Taker says your monster is 0, and then King of the Skull Servants just punches you in the face for 8k.
10,000 face.
It's so dumb. So yeah, these are the only 2 like actually important links. Utility, Unicorn. You can run the Phoenix and Cerberus, like whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The Suck. She only comes up sometimes, like if you normal summon UNI-ZOMBIE, dump Mizuki, and then have instant fusion. You make her with the 2 zombies you have, and then you banish the Mizuki, summon back the UNI-ZOMBIE or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you draw a card.
Okay.
And then you can help make Summon Sorceress with this.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, Summon Sorceress.
Sorceress.
Yep. Sometimes you can just special summon a white prince to your opponent's field off of this, and then you kill it, and then since it went to the graveyard, you dump 2 more skulls. So then you can just punch over again. Bam!
Bam!
That's the whole point of this deck. So yeah, that's like all of the links. Only like 3 of them are actually important.
Okay.
These 2 are the most important, for sure. And then for Xyz, you just play LEVIAIR. Honestly, I would play 3 of this. I just only own 1 of these because I'm jank as hell. But LEVIAIR, I'll show you in the combo. You basically loop this, and you get infinite dumps with White Princess.
Like never ends.
Like, I mean, it only ends when you run out of targets in the deck. But when you run out of targets in the deck, your King of the Skull Servants is like 9 or 10,000 attack.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, this is the loop card. I'll show that in the combo.
I'm excited for that.
Sea Monster for the instant fusion.
Okay.
1,000 Eyes. It's another thing you can do for the instant fusion. Turns into LINKURIBOH. That's pretty good. For the synchros, Black Rose. So you have explode.
Bam! And punch!
Yeah, exactly. You blow everything up and then you punch. And you're just like guts everywhere. It's amazing. The Dawn Dragster. If you can make this, it's your only negate going first. Negate. And you can make these pretty easy with Coral Dragon. So UNI-ZOMBIE plus White Princess makes this, and then you can discard something, trigger White Prince, pop a card, and then if you synchro with this and then you level 1 monster, you draw a card, and then you can trigger the White Prince again.
Oh.
So it's pretty good.
Big
so that's
brain.
the biggest brain.
Big brain.
And that's how you get into your level 7s usually. Also, you can make Coral Dragon by summoning Sea Monster Theseus, and then just any level 1. Actually, missing an instant fusion target, you can either run, I think it's Flame Ghost, or there's one other one that uses Skull Servant as a fusion material, but it's because it's a level 3, so it helps make this.
Oh, LEVIAIR, your favorite card.
So you should have 3 instant fusion targets, but I just don't have them because I'm dumb.
Oh well.
Oh well. Scarlight, this one is actually important, because if your king doesn't kill everyone,
this will kill him.
This will kill them.
Yeah!
And it doesn't matter that he can't attack if you use UNI-ZOMBIE, because he just blows everything up and burns your opponent. It's also good in time. TikTok.
Big brain.
The biggest brain. Omega's at 1 tier.
Aww.
But, you know, it's something you can make. Honestly, you don't really want to make him ever. Just, you can. It's whatever. BL's because you can. I don't care. And then this one is actually kind of fun. So if it's Synchro Summon, if it's Special Summon, I stand corrected. You can banish a zombie-type monster from your graveyard, and he gains attack equal to the attack of the thing you banished until the end of the turn. So you can banish, like, White Princess, and then he gets pumped up to, like, 4,600 attack. And since it's a zombie, it can attack. Yeah. And then there's just some dumb shit I was playing around with. Doesn't
No needle fiber. What the heck?
No needle fiber. Honestly, I don't even know how to use this. Somebody figure it out for me.
Okay.
But yeah, that is the extra. Kinda.
Kinda there.
Yeah, really you should be playing 2, maybe 3 of this. So yeah, I'll show what the combo right now.